Boom! At the open, all-time high for the S&P 500.
It's your boy Jimmy. Jimmy.
Now what's worth doing is worth doing for money.
Straight from y'all street to Wall Street.
Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't make up happen.
Dudes wake up, hope their girl turned on so they can get a little bit. Only woman in the morning I wanna turn on this Becky quick. While the average man looking at it's sad like she fine as it. I'm over here looking at tails and whips like 5'6". I left the mayhem for the market. Now I don't want a dope spot, I want a stock pick. I know that booty got dry, triggered my stop losses, but I ain't got time for your wop. My V-wops crossing. Rich with hot V's and pushing hot key. Strategy and plans to make grand. Still in my wife beater, Batman pajamas, house slides, and about 5 hot picks for the day. Cause I like the way the Dow bounces. 4 hot dips on call, so I got options. 2 with a lot of volume, 1 with a double bottle. Now I know dumb money don't understand. Am I talking about my trade or just thinking with my MACD? You see, we different in the way we move. You move with kittens and your dog, I move with bears and bulls. I got a green thumb, I grow with the marijuana. Waking up with the fun, some commas. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, big profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs and stop. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Profits. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETL, make profits. I jump out of bed, make profits. Eat my bacon and eggs, make profits. Light up, watching them candles, profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. Yeah. See, me and Jim Cramer been talking mad money. Said today I'm taking a risk. They got the feds coming, but I got support here with me. I call a short squeeze. You get the drop, pull the trigger, and abort these. If she stay on my watch list, I might have to wife her. But I know better. I'm a true trading group lifer. Call up the Wolf of Weed Street. It's time to flip some profits. Go ahead, be hawking. Get your spot here. I'll double top that in the head and shoulders. Hit him up with this resistance. Watch him roll over. Cause I see John Wicks in contract. If I say I make $1 million a day, well, that's a large cap. You moving average, that's why you get crossed. Get split, get delisted, and knocked off. And I'm setting the whole block off. I'm buying GameStop and selling them roadblocks off. Jump out of bed, big profits. Eat my bacon making it in. Make profits. Light up, watching them candles. Profits. While I'm still in my sand, making profits. They used to watch me move them packs. Now I watch moves in the NASDAQ. Used to run from the ATF and them cops. Now I run down ETF. Hey, my family. Hey, go, what we doing, my man? And make profits. Hey, Suge, Mike, what we doing? And make profits. Yo, Wolf, Professor, what we doing? And make profits. That TTG money gang. And making profits. We some snipers.
Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo! We got a show. There they are. We're here live, everybody, in beautiful Miami at the very first in-person meetup for True Trading Group. And what a day it's been. Have we got your attention yet? Markets going off straight to the downside. We got some volume issues. We're gonna turn some volume issues down. Bro. If you guys haven't been paying attention these last couple of weeks, we've been coming on these live streams, and all we've been talking about day after day is I'm starting to get.
Got it.
All we've been talking about is that I've been starting to get a little nervous, right? You had the markets rip higher in January and February. I told you that retail was starting to get very complacent. The market was starting to get very complacent. Everybody automatically assumed that inflation was going to come down magically, no problem. There was never going to be any hiccups all along the way, and the Fed wasn't going to have to raise rates, and everything was going to go right back to where we were in the last 2 years, and there was going to be a no landing scenario. Then all of a sudden, all hell breaks loose today. Yesterday, the markets were very choppy. We told you, do not be fooled by the choppiness in yesterday's market, that the market was about to open up because you have major catalysts coming out that were going to move this market, one of them being today. But today's move is not just about initial jobless claims coming in higher than what the expectation was, which is showing you that for the first time in a long while, you're seeing softening in the labor market. Still not a crack or anything like that. It's still a pretty good number, but it was higher than expected. The numbers coming in above 200,000, 211,000 initial jobless claims when the expectation was 195,000. First sign of softening. That's ahead of a massive labor report tomorrow that's going to give you the new unemployment rate and also average hourly earnings. In my opinion, average hourly earnings is the most important piece to the labor number that you're going to see tomorrow. The expectation is for that to come in at an increase of 0.4%. If you see something like a 0.6%, I believe that is going to be a problem for this market, and I think you will see the SPY trade back into the mid-380s. We broke beneath a major level of support today, and there's a lot of reasons why. I think that happened. Okay, so we're going to get into it all here today on this live stream. We're going to get into all of it here. We're having fun here, guys, in Miami. Obviously, we got a bunch of our TT members that are all with us. I'll turn the cameras around, and we'll show everybody. There they are, the TTG fans. Hey, yo. So, yes. Guys, I'll get this out of the way real quick. Are you guys making money, becoming better traders, or what? See, guys. There it is. It's not just for Wall Street experience. It's not just for Ivy League education. It's for the regular person. It's for the retail trader. It's for the retail investor.
Mike just called all of you basic. Each and every one.
That is exactly what the True Trading Group platform is designed to do, is to give retail traders a level playing field, to give them the education, the tools that are needed to reach their goals of becoming profitable. And on a day like today, when I guarantee a mainstream media is freaking out, when I guarantee Twitter and Reddit and all the message boards are freaking out, wondering what's happening, our members are sitting here and they're starting to count the profit that they stuck in their pockets today. A 200% gain on Coinbase puts and a near 100% gain on JD puts. Another great trade on Airbnb to the downside today. Guys, we're on top of the move to the downside. It was a fantastic way to start off our first Miami in-person meetup.
Can I do it? Can I do the boom?
Yeah, we can do it. Do it. Give it to him.
Boom!
So a great way to start things off, but I think tomorrow is going to be even crazier. We got a fantastic live stream in store for you guys all here today. So you better pay attention because I've been warning you about this for the last couple of weeks, and I'm sure that I do have your attention now. My name is Michael Edward, former award-winning hedge fund trader, but now the current head trader and co-founder of True Trading Group. And if you still don't know by now, we are the fastest growing and highest rated premium online education platform that's available to the retail trader today. So if you are ready to learn, trade, and profit for real, you folks have come to the right place, because 6 nights a week, Sunday through Friday, right here, myself and these other fantastic trading moderators. Show who we got. The TTG mods. There they all are. I tell you all the time, it's not just me. There are over 9 other professional trading mods that are in here with you each and every single day. So either myself, one of them, or a special guest will be on here 6 days a week, giving you guys market commentary, educational, golden nuggets, free lessons, and trade ideas that can help you become better traders. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so you never miss out on any of these live streams. Why should you give a damn about anything that I have to say? I did not figure this stuff out on my own. I began my career working at a fund in New York City, my first job out of college. That's where I went through a 3-month educational training program where other professional traders taught me the proper way how to navigate these markets. Then 2008 happened, and that was the Great Recession and the stock market crash. But also the same year, I received one of the firm's Trader of the Year awards. Now, fast forward, I'm the co-founder and head trader of True Trading Group, and along with my team of the 9 other trading mods and an over 30-person staff, we have helped thousands of traders from over 100 different countries reach their goals of reaching profitability. We are the fastest growing and highest rated platform out there because you combine university level trading and investing courses with premium stock market tools, do live workshops, and provide mentorship for stocks, options, crypto, and futures. We also cover all styles of trading. So whether you day trade, swing trade, trade stocks, trade options, or if you're just looking for some long-term investing stuff, we have all of it and cover all of it on a regular basis here inside of True Trading Group. You see, we take that university level of curriculum and we combine it with today's top financial tools that are worth over $5,000 to $6,000 a year on their own. These are tools that you need. These are tools that you have to have in your arsenal. It gives you more information, which helps you guys make better decisions. Successful traders are not getting their indicators from Reddit and Twitter. That's not how they're making their decisions. The problem is these tools are very expensive. It can cost about $5,000 to $6,000 a year if you pay for them on your own directly to these companies. We've spent years building relationships with these firms so we can negotiate deals to put their products on our platform at no additional cost to you. You also get access to the entire TTG fam, the most successful, educated, helpful, and supportive community of traders that you will ever find. Of course, all the real-time trade alerts from the rest of the mods and myself that collectively as a group have been able to maintain a cumulative win rate of just around 80% now going on the last 3 years. So if you have not done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, turn on notifications so don't ever miss out on any of the live streams that we have in store for you. Today is a wild day in the markets. It's funny how all of a sudden, all it takes is a big red day in the market to get everybody running around in circles. This movement that you've seen in the market should not be anything that surprises you. Yes, the market started hot in January and February because honestly, inflation continued to come down and the labor market remained strong far longer than anybody had anticipated. But then something started to happen. That strong labor market started to ease back into inflation, and it started to result in a higher than expected inflation number, starting to prompt worries and fears that the Federal Reserve is going to have to move rates significantly higher than initially thought at 5.1%. That 5.1% Fed funds target it's in the garbage. Forget about it. That 5.1 number is gone. On March 22nd, you're getting another Fed meeting where you will get a significant increase in the Fed funds target rate. I fully expect the Fed to come out and possibly even move that target to around 5.6. And finally, the bond market is beginning to catch on. The bond market has been calling bluffs that the Fed is not going to move their target as high as they initially stated, but finally the bond market is beginning to move. 2-year treasuries have gone over 5%. Finally, that makes sense. The 2-year treasury should be moving in step with what the Fed is doing. Yet the 2-year was trading back in January, and when you reach the peaks in February, down around 4.2, even though the Fed told you we're going to 5.1. That was a major discrepancy between equity markets and the bond market that is beginning to align as people are now worried that Jerome Powell is going to be a lot more aggressive than initially feared and initially thought. Higher for longer. Jerome Powell has been testifying in front of Congress for the last couple of days. And one thing that I take away from Jerome Powell's testimony is this. We do not want to give a 50 basis point hike, but we will if we have to. A 50 basis point rate hike would signal to the markets that we, the Fed, were wrong. We were wrong in moving to a 25 basis point rate hike as soon as we did. Inflation was not coming down as fast as we thought. The labor market is still stronger than we thought, and that results in the Fed saying, my bad. The market does not want to see that. The market wants to believe that the Fed believes that what they're doing is the right move. As long as the Fed has control, equities will be stable. Once the Fed loses control, then equities will start to say, I don't know what the next 6 months look like. And that's when we start to get that massive increase in volatility. What you saw happen today in this market is a result, I think, of a compilation of a lot of different things. Now, we talked about today pre-market inside the True Trading with Fam, and we were here 6 a.m. with the entire TTG fam in person. And as the day went on, as the morning went on, we started to formulate our game plans. Once the jobless numbers came out and you got that big rocket to move to the upside when the market's actually pushed higher, because you finally got softening in the labor market. That's what the Fed wants to see. The Fed wants to see the labor market soften, not crack, soften, big difference. And they want to see inflation come down. Well, good news for us as traders, you got CPI on Tuesday. You thought today was a crazy day. Tomorrow's the labor report. Tuesday is CPI. Wednesday is PPI. You got another jobless claims number. And then you have the Fed meeting on March 22nd. The volatility that you saw in the market today is just the beginning. When you see the type of trading action that you saw, when you see large cap stocks down 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15% in a single day, there will be more of that. And all that means for us is more trading opportunities. You better learn how to short. You better learn how to buy put options. They're just the buy and hold. Stonks only go up. Diamond hands, hodl. That doesn't work. That worked in 2021. It did not work in 2022. It will not work again here in 2023. And we've been talking about this now for the last month. You go back to the very first week of February, you don't have to take my word for it. All these live streams are recorded on this channel for you all to go back and see. February 2nd, February 3rd, live stream after live stream. The whole premise was, I'm concerned because retail traders came pouring back into the market because of one thing and one thing only, FOMO. FOMO that they missed the bottom. I started to get bombarded with messages from people. You can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @MikeEdward_TTG. We got emails from people. We got social media posts from people saying, did I miss the bottom? Did I miss the bottom? I didn't buy when people were adding to their long-term portfolios last year. And I said, no. I do not believe that you missed your chance. I do not believe the market's just going to go right back to all-time highs. I firmly do believe that you're going to get another opportunity to add in your long-term portfolio this year because I believe that we will have a mild recession towards the end of this year. The labor market, I will admit, has held up a lot better than I initially. If you asked me 6, 7, 8 months ago, I would have said that by now the market would be lower than it is because I would have thought the labor market would have softened earlier. It's been extremely resilient, but nonetheless, I still do believe there's more downside to come. And a lot of that's going to rest on what happens tomorrow with the labor report. And we're going to get into that here together on this live stream today with what we can expect from that labor report and where are your next major key levels. We also had some home run trades today inside the True Trading Group chat room. We'll break those down for you. What were the setups? Why were those the focus? We'll go over the execution because I think there's going to be as much trading action and opportunity as there was today. I expect a hell of a lot more of this tomorrow. It's the absolute perfect time when you have this many catalysts and this much volatility for us to have the in-person meetup in Miami, to be here with so many of our TTG members, trading live in person, doing workshops, answering questions. It's a hell of a lot of fun. Okay. So I'm looking forward to it. We have a lot that we have to get into here today. We're going to do some fun stuff. I want to have some of the other mods and introduce you guys to some of them, and we'll be able to talk through all of that. Okay. So that's what we can do. All right. So that's what we're going to be doing here for today. All right. So there you guys have it. I want to roll things through. I want to start things off and ask anybody that is on the live stream here today, if anybody has any questions specifically about what happened in the markets today, I want you to start thinking about them. I want you to start sending your messages to me. Okay. Yeah. I want to start doing that. I want you guys to start thinking about questions that you have for me inside of the chat while I go through exactly what I think happened in the markets today. Now, once that jobless number came out, okay, okay, good. You can jump on with me if you want.
I'd love to.
All right, hold on. Adam wants to say some stuff, guys.
Nope. Oh, Gio doesn't have a webcam.
I got it. I got you, Adam.
Oh, you got me?
Yep, you're on.
Heyo!
That's an exhausted.
It is an exhausted AO. Yeah, today was a crazy day in chat in real life. Shout out to Sebastian. This is probably what happens behind the scenes, like in chat, in real life. So, all right, let's take some questions here. Does anyone in the audience have any questions about what happened in the market today? Anyone at all?
Well, I wanted to go into what I thought, why we thought.
You just asked for questions.
Well, I said, get ready for your questions.
When do you say go?
I was going to say, I'm going to give my thoughts on why the market.
You ever see the Muppets?
I have seen.
We're like a younger version of that older.
Yes, I do. Yeah. We're like the older. I do feel like that.
It's unbelievable. All right, so where do you want to start?
I'm going to talk about what I think. I'll talk about why I think the market really accelerates the downside today, because there's a couple of things that are at play. All right, the jobless claims number that came out today was initially celebrated. The market's traded to the upside once that number came out, right? And I think that's because it was the first sign of the labor market softening, which is a good thing. That's what the Fed wants to see, can help them bring down inflation. So the market's initially traded to the upside. Then what did we talk about? We talked about, I do not think that this long is going to hold. I do not think that the long is going to be the play. I think there's too much anxiety going into tomorrow's number. And I think there's too much worry that you're going to get a higher than expected average hourly earnings, because that's the problem. The stickiest part of inflation is services. There's a direct correlation between wage inflation and services inflation. As wages continue to go up, there is more money to spend on different services. Goods inflation has already come down. It's the services part that is the sticky part. And if wages are going up at a faster pace than is expected, that makes it harder for services inflation.
Amen, sister.
I don't even know what to say about that. I don't even know what to say about that.
The ADHD meds are wearing off, so now
fine.
we're just getting impulsive. All right,
fine.
go ahead.
So, that's what the main concern is going to be about tomorrow. And there's a lot of anxiety coming into that. So I did not believe that the long to the upside today was going to hold. But other things happened today. Silvergate announcing that they're going to be shutting down operations and liquidating assets. Alone, not a big deal. That's not news from today. That's news from the other day. But something else happened today. SVB Financial. Okay, I'll pull it up on my screen. This is a bank. Ticker symbol SIVB. Okay, this stock is down 64% in one day. It is not every day that you see a bank do an offering. You are a bank. Why do you need to raise cash? That is concerning.
Yeah, it's super concerning.
Rivian does offerings. Lucid does offerings. Biotech companies do offerings. Banks don't do offerings. So the fact that you have a day or two after Silvergate, a bank, says we're shutting down operations, here comes another bank saying we're raising $1.75 billion in a stock offering. That worried people. That worried people to start to think that, wait a second, is there something bigger here than just Silvergate, poorly run, the saga with FTX, they were too exposed. Is there something bigger? That's why this stock is down 63.5% in one day. It's why you just had the regional banks and the financial sector had the worst trading day since June of 2020. What was happening during 2020? Oh yeah, the COVID crash. It's the worst day in the entire sector since then. That shows you how uneasy the people are in the markets. And again, Silvergate alone, not a big deal. But when a second bank starts to show that there's issues, that they're showing record outflows from some of their funds, they try to tell their venture capital clients, oh no, calm down, calm down, calm down. Silvergate also told their clients to calm down 2 weeks ago, a month ago. And now all of a sudden you're shutting your doors. So trying to say calm down means nothing, especially when you have another bank like Silvergate who said the exact same thing a couple days or weeks ago, and now they're going out of business. So that worried people, and that started getting the selling pressure going. Okay, it was the move to the upside, started on the back of the initial jobless claims. Yay. Wait a second, what's going on with this bank situation? That added to the selling pressure. And then the anxiety of what's to come tomorrow, it started to come front and center. And people said, wait a second, we've rallied so far in 2023 on what thought process? The thought process was, wow, inflation's really coming down faster than we thought. December inflation, January inflation, lower, and significantly lower. So the markets rallied. That makes sense why the markets rallied. But it got very complacent. The rally went too far. Everybody thought that inflation was going to continue to come down at that same pace. And I've been saying it for months. It's a lot easier for inflation to go from 9% to 6% than it is to go from 6 to 3. And there's going to be a long road to get back to the 2% target that the Fed has. And the markets are realizing that, well, wait a second, inflation is not coming down as fast as we thought. And now you've got what happens if Tuesday CPI is hot again? Well, then Jerome Powell basically told you in the testimony over the last couple of days, I don't want to give you 50, but I will if I have to. And now you're coming into this labor report. What happens if wages are higher? What happens if inflation is higher? Now you might get 50. The markets will hate that. And all of that came to a head today while SVB Financial does an offering. So all of these things start to come to a head. Investors get very shaky and they go, where's my risk? My risk is not missing the move to the upside right now. My risk is being part of a big move to the downside. Now, big move to the downside makes us pretty happy because you guys know we love to short stuff and stocks go down faster than they go up. And when you have these big moves to the downside, you get all this volatility. But institutions don't like that because they're long. And today was a risk-off day. And that is why I think you saw everything happen. A lot of the anxiety for tomorrow came out today. Doesn't mean we can't go lower tomorrow. We absolutely could be in the mid 380s tomorrow based on this labor report. But that is what I believe happened here today. So I know that's a lot. And I want to know if we have any questions from anybody that's here with us today, anybody in the audience about where did this sell-off come from? If you guys have any question about anything that I just said, by quick, raising your hands, I'll let Adam kind of call them out or pick you guys out. If you guys have any questions, now would be the time to ask.
Yes, sir. You in the back. Why do you got to ask the question that I have to answer, bro?
Repeat the question, so everybody.
Okay, hang on. All right. So the question was from the gentleman in the back. Thank you again. What's going to happen to the crypto market? It is my opinion, and it's probably an unpopular opinion, that the government and or regulation is going to have to step in to the crypto market at this point for it to be any sort of long-term legitimacy, right? Because is anyone in here super confident in putting 50, 100 grand into any sort of cryptocurrency right now? Can you guys raise your hands if you are? Jeremy, show the crowd. Oh, I got to turn it. All right, here, you doing it?
Yep.
Okay. All right, just one more time, raise your hand. Not a single one. You guys aren't just doing that to help me, right? All right. No, so the thing of it is that nobody wants to put their money into an asset that can, what happened with FTX is proof that it doesn't matter how many celebrities you have, it doesn't matter how many billions of dollars you have, if there is no regulation. You guys want to get that? Huh? No, the phone, right?
Yeah.
No matter how much, no matter how much money you have, no matter how much regulation you have, no matter how much money, no matter how many celebrities, if there isn't something backing it to potentially, and I hate to say it, bail it out, then it can mean the loss of everything with zero recourse. So unfortunately, good news, bad news. Good news, crypto, in my opinion, is most likely the future of money. Bad news, that brings the government into it hardcore with regulation. And what does that look like exactly? I have no idea. But it definitely will involve that at this point, which if you believe in blockchain technology and everything that's going on, and you want to be able to make real investments into it, and you want banks and you need banks and institutions to make real investments into it in order for it to become stable, then this is it, right? I mean, this is why this is like that funny saying, this is why we can't have nice things, right? Nobody wanted government interaction or regulation, but ultimately, human beings will find a way to exploit anything. So I don't know. That's my answer. That's a lot of coffee and overtiredness. Do you want the mic back that badly?
I'm gonna also answer the question. So also, when it comes to the crypto markets, you have to understand that crypto assets are considered risk assets, and they're as high up on the risk asset as you can have when you're looking at it, or from like when a portfolio manager is assessing, all of their holdings, they look at their asset allocation, they go through their risk assessments. Any type of cryptocurrency, including Bitcoin itself, is right at the top of the list as far as risk asset is concerned. So whenever you go through risk on, risk off environments, the crypto market specifically and Bitcoin will follow with whether you're risk on, risk off. All you have to do today was obviously a risk off day. Every sector in the S&P was red. You take a look at what happened today with Bitcoin. Take a look at the ETF, the BITO ETF, BITO, got absolutely slaughtered today. Okay, so you guys can see big move to the downside there. If you do get more downside into risk off as you get into like recession fears, and you get into, oh no, maybe the labor market's cracking, or if there's worries and concerns about financial institutions, which is where the worry came from today, that's going to spew over into crypto as well, because the real thought is that crypto is the culprit of this, that it started with what happened with FTX. It started with that blow up, and that's the root cause of what happened to Silvergate going under. And you look at now what's going on with all of these other banks. You look like Signature Bank is another one. So people look at that as being one of the riskiest places you can be in the market. And then again, this goes back to what we talked about in the 2023 outlook. Those short-term T-bills paying you 5% start to look a lot better than going into something like Bitcoin, when you could be looking at $1,000 swing in Bitcoin over the course of 24 hours. So I would expect, if the markets do continue to head to the downside, if we are risk off, if some of these things do happen over the next couple of weeks, I fully expect Bitcoin to trade lower with it.
Yeah. Next question. Good.
Will the bigger banks follow suit with these smaller banks in the crypto market?
So the question is, will the bigger banks follow suit with regard to the crypto market specifically? What happened today, all the banks sold off. Regional banks specifically got hit the hardest because regional banks are smaller, less capitalized. And if there's concern about, whoa, this company's raising capital, you're going to look towards the smaller regional banks to have a problem or have an issue before you have a company like a Bank of America or JP Morgan that's going to have an issue. But the whole sector gets brought down together as a group. But if you look at regional banks today versus the big names, they're down more than the big names. But JP Morgan has its own issues. There's this whole issue going on. And that also added to the weakness in the financial sector today. Okay. There's issues about, JP Morgan now having to turn over documents about, Jamie requesting documents from Jamie Dimon about the involvements that JP Morgan had in helping facilitate what was going on with Jeffrey Epstein. So, former executives, that was all in the news this morning. That was breaking news that happened today. And it started.
He didn't kill himself.
So that is, a big part of where the weakness came from in the financials today. So JP Morgan has its own issues. I am not concerned with the big banks when it comes to crypto, because the big banks are miles away from the crypto market. Okay, so you take a look at a company like JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, they are miles and miles away from the crypto market. They are not like a Silvergate that really tried to build a business around crypto. And then when crypto started to flutter, they tried to convince everybody that they weren't built around crypto. But when Bitcoin was running, they tried to convince everybody we're the crypto bank. But then wait a second, now we're kind of a regular bank. And you can't have your cake and eat it too. And the market sees right through that. So I'm not really, you will get downside in the bigger banks if the issue is, hey, maybe there's a problem with capital stability and liquidity in the banks. But if it's just crypto, like when the whole Silvergate issue was happening and people are talking about Silvergate going under, people are talking about FTX going under, the big banks did not sell off on the back of that news because they don't have that same type of exposure to the crypto markets. So if you did get a sell-off in those banks because of crypto, I think it's buying opportunities, but the sell-off is coming from a concern with liquidity, a concern with cash stability. And to be honest with you, there are no liquidity concerns at the major banks. They've gone through rigorous stress tests ever since 2008. The capital requirements that those banks have now with the stress tests they do with the Federal Reserve is unreal. It's almost to the point where it's debilitating with how much capital they're required to keep on hand and how liquid they have to be stable going into any type of an economic turndown, to make sure you don't have a situation like 2008 where the entire banking system almost completely collapsed. And I don't see that being a real issue with some of the bigger banks.
God, why do you keep passing it back to me?
I don't know. I thought maybe you're asking the questions. I don't know.
Okay, I guess I'm Mike's question fluffer.
So I can drink water, I guess.
I'm happy for it. So did you say just a fluffer?
Just the fluffer.
You said you wouldn't bring that up. What about you, Toby? Do you have a question? No. All right. Next, anyone else?
Any other questions?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So, Mike, on the banks follow-up, if in this environment where interest rates obviously are going to go higher, banks would be a stronger play.
Yes.
Would you consider that a good long-term play now, being that they're getting hit so hard?
You need the mic.
So the question, the question was, with this environment, with interest rates, being significantly higher, wouldn't that be a good thing for the banks? And would you consider, maybe with the recent sell-off in them to be a good buying opportunity? And the answer there is, I think absolutely. I actually like the banks for the next several years because you have had interest rates at zero for a very long time. You've not had, really positive real rates where the banks can really take advantage from just turning the lights on. And you're going to have higher interest rates for the foreseeable future. Even once we're done with inflation, even once inflation gets back to 2%, you're not going to have interest rates go back to zero. The Fed's goal is to have real rates of 1%. What does real rates mean? Real rates mean the Fed funds rate minus inflation. So if inflation is 2% and the Fed funds rate is 3%.
2%.
Oh, 2%.
I wish he was here.
We missed 2%. We wish 2% was here. Then that gives you real rates of 1%. Okay. So you've had negative real rates for a long time because interest rates have been under the pace of inflation. When interest rates were zero and inflation was 1.7, 1.8, even at 2%, you're negative real rates. So now you're finally going to be in a situation where you have positive real rates. That's good for the banks. That means the banks can make more money. So the only way that I think that the banks would be a bad bet is if there is a severe recession. Now, I do not believe there will be a severe recession. So therefore, I think that the banks would end up being a good buying opportunity during the sell-off as you would go into a new era of real positive rates, which the banks have not seen, have not been able to take advantage of for a while. Think of it this way. Oil has been around $40, $45 a barrel for a very long time. That sucks for the oil companies. That means they have very tight margins. It might cost them $35 to get the oil out of the ground, and they sell it on the market for $40 or $42, very tight margins. As the price of oil goes up into the $100 a barrel, $80 a barrel, all that means is bigger margins because their $35 fixed cost does not change. So they can just sell the products for more. That's why they're making record profits. Look what those stocks have done. You can look at the banks over the next couple of years in a similar situation, not to that same gravity or not to that same extent where you went from oil prices going from 40 to 100, but for the banks to go from negative real rates to a positive real rate environment over the next several years, that to me is a positive thing for the next several years for some good outperformance in the banks, like you're seeing good outperformance in the oil companies now.
No, it's all right. I got it. All right. Yes, sir. You in the back.
What kind of programming do you use to make all these bots look like?
This is yeah, that is a fantastic question. Chat GPT. We just use a bunch of AI, Chat GPT. Yeah, none of these people are real. This is a new filter on Zoom.
Yes, this is a new.
So yes.
And we are actors.
Yes,
Yeah,
they're all
no,
paid actors.
absolutely. So all right. Yes.
You had talked about bonds earlier, Mike. What about the I-series bonds? Is it a good time to buy bonds? Because I don't know that much about bonds.
I couldn't hear. Are you talking about the inflation bonds?
To buy the I-series bonds? I mean, is it a good time to go and buy the bonds now that they're responding to what the market has done?
Yeah, I mean,
Mike, somebody in the chat suggested that we run the mic to everyone with a question. So can you? No. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Right. Good suggestion. Thank you.
the way that I look at bonds is, I feel that, you're gonna have, I feel like you're gonna have these rates are going to be higher for a much longer period of time than people think. And, one of the things that I did and one of the things that I had my father do was continue to roll over in like a ladder strategy where you end up buying like a 3 month, you end up buying a 6 month, so that you constantly have this rolling maturity of capital freeing up that you can continue to roll forward into a new 3 month and a new 6 month as the interest rate on those continues to increase. So like the last time my father bought, you buy a 3 month at maybe, 4.5. And then by the time it matures, now that rate is 4.9, you roll it right back in. And you buy a 6 month, and by the time the 6 month matures, and you just keep rolling that forward, as I don't expect those yields to come significantly down for at least the next year. So you're looking at a situation, an environment where it's an annualized rate. So if you're getting a 5% return on a 3 month, that means you got to go through for a whole year to get the 5%. But there's zero risk involved there. You have not had a free 5% since the early 2000s. You haven't had rates that high. People forget what it's like to actually, buy a T-bill and actually earn a meaningful amount of money on your money. And you think about the craziness of this. If you're someone that bought a house in the last several years, not just recently, and you paid 2.7, 3, 3.5% interest, the government's paying you 5% to cover your 3% mortgage. It's an absolute no-brainer. And there's zero risk where the government's not going to pay you back. Listen, if the U.S. government doesn't pay their debt, we got a much bigger problem. So I look at it as it's a free 5% on your money for people that are older and they're looking for more safe and stability. It's zero risk. It's free money. Let your money work for you. So if you're concerned about what's going to happen over the next year or so, and you don't want to worry about, what happens if the market drops another 15 or 20%? If you can't stomach that, then that's a good place to hide out. Any other questions from the crowd? I can't see. Nope. All good? What? Okay. Can we hit like the trades first? Or?
No. Well, do that first and then go into the trades.
All right. So all right. No more questions from the crowd. What I want to go over now, guys.
Oh, wait. Answer that one. I love it when they give us a good setup. Go.
That is a good one.
I know.
So a question on the
without fail.
question from somebody on the stream. So should we stack money now and wait until everything settles? Listen, this is the best trading environment that I've ever seen between 2022 and it's rolled right on into 2023. It's the best trading environment that I've ever seen. And I think that you're doing a big, disservice to yourself to just sit on the sidelines and not participate in this action when you have the size of the moves that you have on a daily basis. The opportunity to make money in the market and generate income from a trading perspective, the long-term portfolio stuff, I looked at that as that's wealth building, that's wealth preservation, right? Trading, when you're day trading, when you're swing trading, that's income generation. That's making money, okay? And there has never been a better environment in the market from a make money standpoint than what I see on a daily basis in front of me right now. And it's small caps, it's mid caps, it's large caps, it's commodities, it's stocks, it's options, it's futures, it's ETFs. It is every corner of this market is moving like a penny stock. You take a look at, what happened today. You're talking about a $200-something stock, a bank. Stock's down 63% in one day. It's unbelievable the moves they make. JP Morgan, the biggest bank. I mean, what did JP Morgan even finish down today? Down 5.5% for JP Morgan. That's not normal for a stock the size of JP Morgan to be moving 5.5% in just a single day. That type of environment, those type of trading opportunities are not something that you see every day. And this market will go back to normal, not right now, but it will. And you're not going to see $10, $12 swings in the SPY. The SPY will go up $3.50 today. It'll go down $2 tomorrow. Then it'll go up $3.50 the day after that. And you're going to go right back to 2024, 2025, 2026, your little 8, 9, 10, 11% gain a year on the S&P. You're going to get, a much quieter type of trading environment. Take advantage of the money-making opportunity that you have in this market, because if you are worried about the markets or the economy going into a recession, if you are worried about maybe losing your job, you are worried about not being able to pay the bills. This is a recession-proof profession that if you learn how to properly do it, you do not treat it like a casino and you're not gambling, but you treat it like a business and you take it seriously. You decide that you want to actually learn how to do things properly. The opportunity is endless. No, you're not going to join True Trading Group and just start making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month in the next 30 days. This isn't quick. We're
not going to get signups if you say that.
Okay. This isn't a get-rich-quick
This was
scheme.
not, we got to make money.
This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme, okay? But it is very possible. And I know it's very possible because I have nearly 100 people that are sitting directly in front of my face that have told me it's possible. I've got 1,100 people that are watching this live stream right now that will tell you that it is possible.
1,099.
TTG fam that are on this live stream and my TTG fam that are with me here today. I want my TTG fam that are on the live stream. If you're making money becoming a better trader because of what you've been learning in True Trading Group, I want you to go ahead and type the $sign in chat right now. If you are not a member of TTG, pay very close attention to the amount of people that type this $sign. And for those of you that may, be, visually impaired, but you can only hear, well, my TTG fam that are with me here today at the Miami Meetup, if you guys are making money, become better traders, I want you to give me a big warm ayo. And there you guys have it.
Fucking Stella Myers is like, not yet. Damn, Stella.
Come on, Stella. Get your groove back.
Just kidding.
Come on.
Just kidding.
Get your groove back. That's not only kidding. We love you. We know we love you. But guys, you guys can see the $signs that are coming through in chat right now. And this is not, these people that you see, they had all the same hurdles to overcome that you have had. They, have full-time jobs. They've lost money in the markets before. They had no
Stella
experience.
said, my bad.
Stella goes, my bad.
We're joking.
Stella, we're just joking with you. We love you.
No, look, the truth is thank you. That was good. Look, the truth is that not everyone is making money at True Trading Group, right?
Yes.
We can't have 100% success rate. That's not realistic. I'd love one. I am really stubborn, but that's, it's in time, nothing. It's not real, right? But the important thing is not that everyone makes hundreds of thousands of dollars, that there's 100% success rate. The important thing is that everyone is given a fair chance at that success, an even playing field at that success. That's what is important. That is what is important. So, because with an even playing field and a fair shot at it, then it's on, then it's on them to be able to do it. So, anyways, I have a question.
Sure.
So, for those that don't know, we are live in Miami. I'm sure you all know right now. This is our first TTG in-person meetup. This is the culmination of, I'm not a mathematician, but what is it? 18, 19, 20, 5 years? 6 years?
Yeah. 6 years.
6 years it took us to get to this point where we can have our first in-person meetup. And what I'd like to see here, Jeremy, turn on the.
It should be on there. I'll turn. You got it? Or you want me to?
He's gonna do it.
No, I have to.
Yes, you do it. We gotta get like Trader TV Live where we have a producer. We gotta we gotta put some money back into this production. But I would like to see by a show of hands, how many of you have been here for 1 year or under? Okay. And how many of you have been here for 1 to 2 years? How many of you been here 2 to 4 years?
Ooh,
So I assure you, he's good looking, but he's not that good looking so that they're sticking around, and I'm not that funny in real life. So these people are here for a reason. And I got to tell you, man, this is the most surreal thing ever. It really, really is. This is a pretty surreal thing that we're doing. And, and it wasn't without its headache today. We've been trying to do an in-person meetup since 2020. It's 3 years.
yeah. What happened?
Everyone got a cold. A couple people. That was weird.
Yes.
Just kidding. No, but it's pretty amazing, and we wanted today to be perfect, and of course it was not. It was kind of the most insane, surreal day I've ever had, right? So you want these things to go off without a hitch. This morning, internet didn't work. That was great. In true SUGE fashion, I kicked somebody out of the meetup, so it was like the chat room in real life for those that know me. Yeah, it's a true story. Yeah. Yeah, I had to go to AT&T to get, to get Wi-Fi hotspots and things to like bridge the gap between the time the internet got fixed and the AT&T store that I was in got robbed. Like literally held up. I'm just sitting in there and I'm like, I just want some hotspots, bro. Like, can I just get my hotspots and go? It's wild. Homie walked in and was like, yo, do you guys do credit checks? And then just proceeded to like take phones. So it's been an interesting day, but I'll tell you what, I was super stressed this morning. I was really, we were running around, couldn't sleep last night. Then something real special happened in the middle of the day today when everyone split up into groups, right? When everyone split up into groups. And it was really, really awesome to be able to see everybody that has been here for years, right? And this is a very small portion of our membership base. There's probably, some people left after the bell. One guy was removed. Just kidding. There's probably like, right around 100 people, right? But, right around there, not including us. And, we have over 10,000 members at True Trading Group. And it is just, I don't know what to say. It was something real special to see like people that have been here, like Chris Botsis. Are you still here? Bro, that guy in the back, you don't have to zoom in so I don't even mess up the camera. He trolled the shit out of us when we first started on our live stream. He was so hard on us.
So hard on me.
You know, and
I was like, man, what's this guy's problem? I was like,
you know, but like he's sitting here today.
Yeah.
You know, there's a face to a name, there's a handshake, there's a hug. These are real people. It's something that, you know, the fact that the people that are here can go up to Mike and go up to the other mods and walk up to them in front of their computer and be like, hey, I have a question. Hey, you know, I want to understand this better. Oh, hey, you're trading the same thing. Let's sit together in a group and let's do it together. Let's figure this out. Let me tell you something. This morning was far from perfect, but this afternoon, you really saw it all kind of gel together. And let's be honest, it definitely was a lot smoother than any Trader Palooza so far. You know? You know, and man, it was something real special, and I'm looking forward to, you know, what we do after the live stream and our mixer tomorrow night and everything else. I can't say that because he's not supposed to. He's not supposed. Never mind. It's pride. It's against his employment. Shh. Glenny's staring at us. All right. We have a very special guest on Saturday. Mr. Matt Kors will be here. He just landed. He'll be here tomorrow with us in person. And, you know, look, our goal is to continue what it is that we have been doing since the beginning. It's very simple. It's not that complicated. What we have done since, bro, the dog, bro. What we have done since the beginning is we truly have tried to level the playing field for people that want to have a fair and even chance to get ahead. That is what we have tried to do. All right. Is it perfect? No, it isn't. Is it ever going to be perfect? No. Is it honest and damn good? Bet your ass it is.
All right. Yeah.
So thank you all for being here.
thank you.
Thank you, guys. And now Mike's going to offer a discount in the laptop, I'm sure. And then we'll get into the trades. But like, it's gonna be funny because so many people drop off at this point. I'm just curious to see like who like walks out. I didn't update shit, so $900.
Oh, it's still. Wait,
No. Oh, I said we had. No, there is no laptops.
Okay. Yeah, we would have bought them.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. No. I didn't update anything.
Okay, guys. So listen, we still have a lot to talk about here today. That was a great little Q&A session. A lot of really good questions that a lot of people had. I hope it was very beneficial. It helped kind of your understanding a lot of these different topics.
Oh, we get it. Just get it.
Because these are
the shuttle's coming.
The shuttle's coming. We gotta get this wrapped up. But we still have a lot of stuff we want to go over on the live stream. I still want to go over our trades from today. We got a couple of bangers, a couple of triple-digit hitters that we're going to talk about for options for those people that were trading options on them. I trade the equities, but you had a couple of triple-digit bangers on the option side. But I want to see who's on the live stream right now that's watching with us that is not a member of True Trading. If you guys are not a member of True Trading Group, go ahead and type the letters TTG inside of the chat right now real quick. Again, if you're not a member, go ahead and type TTG inside of the chat so we can see who we have here that is not a member of the group. Because we've got a special offer that we were offering for people yesterday. It was a very unique situation that we offered yesterday because of one particular person that was in the live stream that we ended up giving a deal for. That was supposed to change today, but as you guys know, we were here at 5 a.m.
I don't know.
5 a.m. We were at this facility, just continuing to set everything up. It's been one hell of a day. So Adam has not been able to change anything on the back end.
Shit my pants earlier. I haven't been able to change my door.
Hasn't been able to change anything on the site. So the people that are on this live stream that want to become part of this amazing community and actually give yourselves a real true chance, like the people that are on this live stream that are members, the people that are here today with us in Miami. We are going to keep that offer for the one more night before Adam can change things back. And that is a $900 price point for the entire year. that is going to include all of our courses and all of our tools. There's no upsells when you join True Trading Group for courses or tools. Now, there are extra things if you want extra help and extra tutelage and mentorship that are other things and other events that you can pay for. But all of our courses and all of our tools are included with your annual membership.
Joe, post the syllabus in chat.
Post the syllabus in chat, Joe. So for those of you that are wondering, you will get the entire course curriculum. Now, the courses are a 22-course curriculum. It's a simplified version, an expanded upon version. What I learned when I went through the 3-month educational training program at the fund. It's going to be all of our beginner courses, our advanced courses, options, swing trading, chart psychology, crypto, futures. You guys get access to all of it. You don't join and all of a sudden there's these special pro courses that cost another $1,000. They're all included. It also includes all of our tools. We have spent many years building relationships with some of the top companies in the industry so you can get access to these tools without having to pay for them. You get Benzinga Pro's real-time newsfeed. That's $1,000 on its own if you go to Benzinga directly. It is included when you join TTG here now for the $900. You also will get insider trades from know what insiders are buying stock, what insiders are selling stock, and also congressional trading data. Congressional trading data will allow you to track the trades being placed by members of Congress. Okay? By members of Congress. No.
I don't know.
You also get Quote Media's full book level 2. Okay? You're going to be getting TradingView's premium charting software.
Where are you going?
Just that alone is $600 a year. There you go. See? Now a couple of us.
You have no idea how bad I want to do that on YouTube in real life.
I want to do it on YouTube in real life.
Mind-blowing.
Okay? But you guys will get the TradingView premium charting software as well. That's $600 a year if you were to pay for it on your own. You get ETNA simulator, lets you trade stocks and options with fake money but real-time data, dark pool data, unusual options activity, options flow, a trading journal, social sentiment scanner, analyst ratings. All of this is included when you guys join for the $900. And with that, we will include a one-on-one mentor session with one of the moderators or myself that are part of True Trading Group here to help you guys really get started on the right path, answer your questions, fix your mistakes, see what you're doing wrong, and make some adjustments to help improve on your results. Make sure you get yourself started on the right foot and in the right direction. I will also include a double your money back guarantee for anyone that joins TTG here today. I stand behind this platform. Adam stands behind this platform. And when you make a commitment to True Trading Group, you're investing in yourself. And we are going to make an investment in yourself as well. When you join TTG, it is quite simple. The double your money back guarantee is as follows. You join, go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group, utilize the platform that you are actually subscribing to. And if you are unable to make your membership fee back at least once throughout your membership, then at the end of your year membership, we will give you back double your money. That is $1,800 back in your pocket. It's $900 for you to join here now today. You have to go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121. Click apply code. The price will drop to $900, and you get the double your money back guarantee, and you get the one-on-one mentor session. If you are currently a trial member of True Trading Group, listen to me very carefully. If you join after your trial, you're spending over $1,400 to join this community. If you are a trial and you would like to join right now, go to your member trial dashboard.
Just tell them to text Luciano.
Just text Luciano?
Yeah, it was easier.
All right, it's easier. Guys, if you're a trial member or you used to be a trial member or you used to be an annual member, you want this $900 deal, send a text message to Luciano. Luciano, where is that? Handsome devil. Luciano is here with us also. Send him a text message to the phone number at the bottom of your screen, 786-505.
Take your hand off the table.
4049. Again, that's 786-505-4049. Again, guys, go to ttgoffer.com and enter the coupon code TTG121 and give yourselves a chance.
I also want to say that we went ahead and I located with the help of my friend Danny in the back. Danny, thank you very much. Thank you. We found a tech contractor. Is that what you would call it? So we paid them quite a bit. They are coming here after we leave tonight, and the entire venue will be outfitted with convention-style Wi-Fi and everything for tomorrow morning. So thank God for that buffer in the price of admission. But yeah, that'll work, and it's a great investment because this place, as we continue to do these, our goal is to do one of these a quarter. As we continue to do it, it's going to be nice to be able to have this stuff built out and ready as we do it more and more. So, so because of that, I can assure you, yo, what is that dog doing, dude? Why'd you put peanut butter in it? Damn, bro. Anyways, what we're going to be doing, I can assure you, I don't know. Oh, I was kidding. Oh.
Way to go, Adam.
I was. What a dick. All right. I'm officially a terrible person. Sorry. Anyways, I can assure you that after these 15 spots are taken, we will be raising the price because I'd like to recoup a little bit from this large endeavor this evening. So
I didn't even say we want to give it for 15.
It's on the screen. Okay. Yeah. It's words. You got this.
Okay.
All right. Here you go.
Okay, guys. So like I said, we're going to do it for the next 15 people that go to ttgoffer.com and enter the code TTG121. And then Adam will be able to have time to change the price and move that price back up to the 1100 number, which is where it was prior to us dropping it to 900. So take advantage of it. Send a text message if you guys have any questions. 786-505-4049.
Somebody said we have a big basement.
Yours. That's John. Show me up.
No.
John. You did it again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I turned off your light.
And my computer.
It's back on now.
Okay. All right. So what we're going to do now, guys, I want to go through kind of the trade recaps of the day and kind of talk about, what was our plan, what was our targets. And I'll start with my trade on the day, and then we'll hit on a couple of the other mods trades. My trade today was on JD.com, ticker symbol JD, and they came out with earnings today. The stock has been relatively weak compared to some of the other Chinese ADRs. When you look at like Baba or Baidu and Pinduoduo, they have been stronger than JD. JD's has been weaker, and you got a big gap down today because of earnings. So right away, coming out of the gate, the markets push higher because of the initial jobless claims number. I do not think that the long is going to hold. I think the markets end up going red. To be fair, I did not think we were going to go all the way down to 391, where we currently sit here today, but I did not think that the long was going to hold. So I say, okay, well, I know this stock is already weak. It's a big gap down. It's got a negative news catalyst. This is a stock that I want to go ahead and I want to be short. $44 was the level that I was fixated on. Why? $44 was this previous pivot low that you will see right there from the 28th. And as I go back even a little bit further, okay, and we look at where this $44 lines up, you'll see all the way back in early November, a level of support before you had a gap down, and that creates also a gap entry point. So I've got the gap, I've got the previous pivot low from just a couple of days ago, and 44 was also the pre-market low. So coming out of the gate, my game plan here was, guys, if we get underneath 44, I'm looking to get short JD.com. Right off the opening bell. Oh, we got to welcome Jennifer. Jennifer is the newest member of the TTG family. There are now 14 spots. Everybody welcome Jennifer. Jennifer, welcome to the TTG family. Guys, again, we're going to give that $900 price point for the next 14 people. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. If you have any questions, just text us 786-505-4049. Also, if you are a trial member, a previous trial or a previous annual member, you guys also send a text message. We have to whitelist your email address, 786-505-4049. Phone number is right down there at the bottom of your screen. So back to the charts. Right off the bat, guys, as soon as the markets opened up, we just cracked right through 44 like it wasn't even there. I mean, we opened and just plowed right through it. plowed right through 44. Huge volume bar off the open. If you take a look at the volume bars, and we can just drop the message for 1 second, Joe, so I can show some of these volume bars. What you'll notice is that right off the open, you can see this massive volume spike that took you through 44. If you look back over the last several days, you see that you don't have anywhere near that type of volume. So what do we know about volume and support levels and resistance levels? The greater the volume that comes in when a level is broken, the greater the chance that level flips. So if it's a support level and it breaks, the heavier the volume that comes in on the break, the greater the chance it acts as resistance. Well, all you need to do is look at the last several trading days of JD.com and realize that that break through 44 was a massive surge in trading volume. Look at that surge in trading volume off that break. So we wait, we get a bounce back into where? 44, and then we take the short. And right here is where I stepped in and entered JD.com for the short. Members could have jumped on the March 17th expiration $43 strike put. And you can see we went up and tested 44 one more time. Gave you one more test of that 44. And once again, 44 rejects, showing us once and for all that the $44 level that used to be support is now indeed, in fact, resistance. And the rest is history. And we start just peeling profits off as the stock moves to the downside. Take profit, take profit, take profit. I'm actually still short a small piece of this position. It's about 15% of my original position when I entered the trade there, just below 44. I will carry that into tomorrow with me. I feel like the stock really kind of gave it up today. I'm not looking for too much more, maybe 40 and a half, $41, another dollar or so, 50 cents to $1 is really what I'm looking for. And if I get that tomorrow, you got the labor report. If we get a move lower in the markets, maybe there's more downside here, and I'll take my final profits off on JD.com. Okay, so congrats, TG fam, that we're able to capitalize on the JD.com short. But it all comes back to the lesson of volume through levels. People always will say, well, Mike, how do you know when a level breaks? That volume is the best indication you can get of a volume of a level breaking. So when you see a massive surge in volume like that, trust that level back up to the upside. You got a big, strong rejection off of it. We took the trade, and the rest was history. So congrats, guys. Well thought out, well planned trade, stuck right to the game plan. Our stop loss was 44.5. So right here was I'll draw it out just so people can see. Right here was the stop loss. I'll draw it in red. And right there was the stop on the trade. So here's your entry. There's your stop. And then the stock rolls it over. Okay? Nasir, welcome to the TG family. Everybody welcome Nasir. Welcome to the TTG fam. And everybody give Nasir a welcome. Nasir, welcome to the TTG family. Guys, we're now going to be down to 13 of those spots at that $900 price point. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com. It's very simple. Enter the code TTG121 and click apply code. The price will then drop to the $900 price point, and the next 13 people to do so will take advantage, get the offer up. Chris, 12 spots now remain. Everybody welcome Chris. Chris, welcome to the family, my man. A pleasure to have you part of the team. 12 of those spots now remain. Again, if you have any questions at all, questions about myself, about the mods, about the platform, about our courses, anything, send us a text. We're an open book, 786-505-4049. Now, my trade was not the only trade today that we were able to capitalize on. Like I said, it is not just myself here inside True Trading Group. There are a handful of sexy moderators that are on this stage with me, okay? They're all behind me.
Damn, are you talking about
I'm talking about you, man.
like equality or something?
I'm talking about you.
Fucking about just good traders, bro.
I'm talking about you.
No, you're not. You haven't called me sexy in a long time.
You got a haircut. Of course you're sexy.
All right.
So, guys, we got a handful of other mods that are up here. Like I said, it's not just myself. There's a lot of different trading styles that you guys get access to in True Trading. Whether it's day trading, it's swing trading, it's stocks, it's options. Okay, I'll go through. Well, we don't have the.
You know,
All right, we'll get the camera up. So that kind of, I was gonna walk you guys through and kind of, introduce you guys. To
you know what
the
we'll
rest
do?
of
I'm gonna get up. Let's have Jessica move down. Oh no, because you want to show your charts too.
We can use my.
Yeah. That's good. I'm
mine.
gonna.
Oh yeah, I can just use my.
I want a
charts.
cookie.
That's
There's
fine.
a cookie in the
I was
back.
gonna introduce all the mods, like go through it.
You do it. You're good. You don't need me.
If it were,
We're good.
let me know if you're up and running. That's fine. I'll do the trades. I'll do the trades first. Yeah, I'll hit the trades first. So
I'm not just.
All right, Shy's coming over first. We're going to go over Shy's trades for the day, and then I'll introduce you guys to all the mods, obviously, in just a little bit. Hey! Oh wait, we can turn your camera on right there. Yeah.
All right.
So that way we can. That way at least they can see you.
Ayo.
There you go.
Ayo. Cha-ching. All right.
So tell us about your day here.
All right. So today I traded coin. That's where I made my money at. Got into the $61 puts.
Yes.
For today. My stop was $63. I got in on the initial drop, so I was able to take profit on the initial drop.
And where was the entry over here? Over here.
The entry,
Right there.
yep. And so I took profit on the initial drop.
Right for the low.
Yep. And then I just we went up there. We kept putting in tails at that $63 level.
Yep.
$62 was a key level on coin, and then we just rolled it over.
Yeah.
So I got in at 145. My final take was at 410 for about a 200% gain.
Light
work.
You also had it's really nice. Look at this beautiful wedge.
Yeah.
Beautiful wedge. Right? It's
Just making higher lows all day. And it just gave me the confidence, even though I was in this week's expiration, I always tell members that if I'm going to trade something like this on a Thursday, when we take profit, I like to take 50% off. So then I can kind of stay in with the theta decay, and the wedge was forming, and then the market dropped, and coin eventually just bled out.
rolled it over.
Yeah.
I like to also you have this I like also you have this increase in volume too. Like when that wedge broke, if you guys see, if you're taking a look down here, you see how the volume is starting to move higher as you kind of dropped out of that wedge. And that also gave you some nice acceleration of downside as you got increasing volume while you got that break out of that wedge and you took out the low. It's not that heaviest volume of the day, but you're still getting that increasing volume once you cracked out of that wedge, and then when you broke that low, and then it just rolled it over. And then everything got pulled down today. The market started to roll. Once the markets went, everything got pulled down with it, including coin. Monster trade. Congrats, Shy, and everybody else that was able to capitalize on the Coinbase trade.
And one thing I want to say about coin, like the reason why I took this trade was really because of crypto. I wanted to be short that sector. And typically when I want to be short crypto, coin is where I go, right? And when I was in this trade, I was like, come on, Kathy. That's Kathy Woods. I was like, you're going to have to give it up, girl. You
Get off the bid, Kathy.
You know that this is over, especially given SI, and then we had another bank. I'm like, coin I know that it's going to sell off. So I am a very aggressive trader, and with that, it's high risk, high reward. But I try to teach the members, and even today in the group, when we broke up in these little small groups, one thing that we did was I went over, how to calculate your stop loss and options, and we took our own private trade today. And the members there actually, after I taught them a class, they gave me the trade, and we hopped in it together. We hopped in NVIDIA 220 puts for next week, and we went up, $80, almost $80 a contract on us. So this is what we do here. I mean, this is regular people doing regular things, and now they're going to go home and they're going to be able to trade like that by themselves, even if I'm not in a trade. And then they're going to be able to do things that they did today. Now they can identify the trades and they can give me a trade, and now we all become better traders.
Yes,
so
that's what it's all about.
That's kind of what we're doing here at the live in person, but we're still giving it back to the people and the 10,000 members at home. We're still getting the chin-chins. We're still getting 200%, and we're going to come back and we're going to do it tomorrow. Hide your kids, hide your wives.
All right, and like I said, it doesn't stop there, folks. It does not stop there. We got another banger of a short today, and that's Airbnb. I'll hand things over to Jess.
Yeah, so this morning, before the bell even rang, I put out my watch list that I wanted to watch Airbnb below 125. We opened up below that level this morning, and on the daily chart, that also lines up with your daily trend line. I entered that trade at 124.02, rejective VWAP is where I entered the trade. I took my first take profit at the low of the day at 123.73. Next take profit through low of day at 123.14. And then my last piece I broke up into two because the market was falling apart. So I broke my last piece up into two and I took profit at 121.89. And then final take profit was 120.10.
And if you play next week options, the 120s, they went up 100%.
Woo!
Okay, so Chai said if you did next week's options, they went up 100%. So
boom. So that's
boom.
three. So that's three.
Three.
Because the JDs we said were 100%.
They were 100%.
Oh man, that's three. That's three triple-digit bangers. Wow.
I think this chat needs to boom it.
I think. Oh, we got to welcome Dana. Dana's the newest member of the group. Everybody, welcome Dana. There's now 11. Dana, welcome to the TTG fam. It is our absolute pleasure and honor to have you join what is already the most amazing group of traders you will ever find in your entire life. We have the most amazing members. Well, 99% of them are amazing. All right? There's always that 1%. 99% of them are amazing. So Dana, welcome to the family. 11 spots left. Guys, go to ttgoffer.com. Enter the code TTG121. Become part of this group. You don't have to keep trading by yourself. You don't got to keep going on Reddit and Discord and going on Twitter and trying to figure all this stuff out on your own. You have questions? Cool. Ask us. That's why we are here. That's why we are here. That's why True Trading Group exists. That's why we built a platform where it's not just a chat room where a bunch of moderators just tell you what to trade. It's an entire platform. It's a platform that gives you a simplified and expanded upon version of the 3-month educational training program that I went through when I worked at the fund. It's a platform that gives you access to $5,000 to $6,000 to some of the top industry tools that can help you guys make better decisions so we can increase your chances of success. But success is not guaranteed. You have to be willing to work for it. You have to be willing to put in some time, some energy, some effort. And if you are, the mods and I and the members themselves will be there with you to walk you through that process every single step of the way. Any struggle that you have, any hurdle that you have currently, I guarantee you there are members of True Trading Group that are either A, dealing with the same hurdle and working through it, or dealt with that same hurdle and worked past it. You are not alone. You don't have to be doing this alone. You have questions, you need help. That is why we are here. That is what makes us a family. All right, so again, if you guys have any questions, just text us at 786-505-4049.
Hey, do you guys think we need a boom in here from Mike? I think we might need him to do the boom. What do you guys think?
You know, I've been a little sick. I've been a little under the weather. I try not to do the boom. I was trying to save my voice. But I mean, honestly, after this weekend, I don't need my voice anymore. So turn down the volume in case there's any kids around, because when it comes to True Trading Group and we hit some winners, it's a boom! Great stuff, guys. Great trades today inside of True Trading Group. And there were some others as well, but those are some of the key bangers. Again, we always have swing trades going on inside True Trading Group as well. We always have day trades. We always have stocks. We always have options. So a lot of really good trading inside the True Trading Group chat. Does anybody have any questions about JD, Airbnb, Coinbase specifically? Anybody have any questions about those trades that they want to ask either myself, Jess, or Shai? I can't see. No questions. Okay. Anybody that's on the live stream, do you guys have any questions at all? On the live stream, do you have any questions at all about those trades that we just went through and just spoke down? Now is the time to ask if you guys have any questions, and then I'll get into what I think happens tomorrow. which should be a pretty crazy day. Well, we're trading a little bit to the downside right now on JD. Like I said, I still am short a little piece of that position. We'll see if I get some more downside tomorrow. How can y'all afford that many robots to put in shares? I know. I don't know how we do it. I'm not sure how we. Let's put all the members. Oh, we just lost. That's all right. That's fine. They saw it for it.
Do you want me to turn off this camera?
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to do it.
Oh, actually, I can do it. Thank you. Okay. All right, folks. So since it doesn't look like anybody has any questions about those trades in particular, hey, Wolf, Reginald says hi.
Hey, Reggie.
Hey, Reggie. So yeah, we'll see if we can get maybe some more downside there on JD. Let's talk about tomorrow. Labor report. I do think a lot of tomorrow's anxiety came out today. Today there was a lot of things that I think, contributed to the sell-off today. A lot of it, I think, was the anxiety from tomorrow's number. But I got to be honest with you guys. Listen, I don't expect a huge jump in the unemployment rate. It's not like you're going to get a 4% unemployment rate coming off of 3.4. You probably see a mild increase, maybe a 3.6. Okay, maybe a 3.7, 3.6. I don't expect it to stay at 3.4. I think if it stays at 3.4, it would be even worse for the markets and probably trade a little bit further to the downside. But the real number that I'm watching tomorrow, and I don't think enough people are talking about it, is the average hourly earnings. And I mentioned this earlier when we first started the live stream. It's expected to come in at an increase of 0.4. If that number is significantly above, like let's say it's 0.6, I think this market probably sees, maybe at least minimum 387 tomorrow, possibly 385. And I'll take you guys over to the charts and show you exactly the area that I'm looking for this market to get to. And I would be shocked if we do not test this level very soon, possibly tomorrow. And it's right at this 387. Okay, so if you take a look at this 387 on the screen, 387 was that major level of resistance in the end of December. Then you broke above it. It became support in the early days of January. And then this is where things really get interesting. I want you to really focus your attention on these 4 trading days. If I'm thinking that this was a level of support, you have a very heavy sell-off into that level. Notice the size and the aggressiveness, the volume on this sell-off candle before you gave you the test of 387. Then notice the 2 trading days that followed. That is a very aggressive test of a support level and an even more aggressive bounce off of it. Pay attention to that type of price action when levels are tested. It confirms their significance. That tells me that 387 is a key level. That confirms, we were doing a workshop earlier today, and I don't remember the exact question, but we were talking about when a stock reaches a support level, if that support level is truly a strong level, it should not stay there very long. You have to think about what is a support level. All it is for whatever the reason, an area, there's a hell of a lot more people buying the stock than there are selling it, for whatever the reason. When you break it down to the simplistics of it, you say, okay, well, wow, okay, that what support is. Then other people see that it's support, so they say, oh, that's support, I'm going to buy it. Well, that only adds to the support and adds to the buying pressure. So if there's truly support and people are aggressively buying a stock at that level, the price should move higher quickly. If people are aggressively buying a stock, it shouldn't just stay at that price for very long. And when you see something like that on the daily chart, that aggressive sell-off into it and a very aggressive bounce off of it, that's a big level. That is where I think this market's headed. If there is a bounce tomorrow back to 393, I'm going to look to be shorting it. 393 is the 100 and 200-day moving average. It was a massive level. We broke that level today. I will be looking for that to the short side if there's a bounce back, and my target is that 387, 386, and I'm looking for us to get there tomorrow. Now, what could possibly change the sentiment of the market tomorrow? If the labor report comes in as a favorable number, it shows a softening of the labor market. but not a crack in the labor market, similar to what you saw in the initial jobless claims. And if the average hourly earnings are under expectations, average hourly earnings are under expectations, I think the markets could bounce. And then people might think, well, if average hourly earnings went down, maybe that shows up in a better CPI report on Tuesday. The fear is if the labor market is still extremely strong, the chances of a higher than expected CPI report on Tuesday increases. So we want to see the labor market soften, but not crack. And you want to see average hourly earnings be under expectations. That could bounce the market, but I'm still looking short at 393, downside profits off at 387. And that's going to be the game plan for tomorrow. All right. We'll be live with all of our members here in Miami. We'll be live inside of chat with all of our members in True Trading Group for when that labor report comes out. We'll digest the numbers, we'll assess the numbers, and of course the mods and I will give you guys our game plan on what we plan on trading and what we're going to attack during the trading session. All right. So there you have it, folks. If you guys are not interested in a membership at all for True Trading Group, that concludes the educational part and the lessons. You can sign off the live stream if you're not interested in the membership, but make sure you subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, and turn on your notifications before you do go. You can't afford to miss these. For those of you that are interested, I will actually go through the platform and I will show you what you will be getting access to for that $900. That $900 membership is going to include all of our courses and all of our tools. So I'd like to actually show you what some of this stuff looks like. You just have to go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. You click apply code, the price drops down to that $900 number. Check out, you're good to go. You get the one-on-one mentor session and you get the double your money back guarantee. Now, you're of course going to be getting access to our chat room. The chat room is where the mods and I share our screen. We're live on the mic. We're calling out trades throughout the day. We're not just there for the first hour or two, and then we're gone. We're there with you for the entire trading session, calling out our trades, answering questions, giving market commentary. You also get the mobile app. The mobile app lets you see the screen share, listen to the audio commentary, get real-time push notifications whenever the moderators enter or exit trades. So you can always follow along with what it is that we are doing. You get 2 private study group sessions with one of our mods to go through and ask questions and speed up your learning curve. You have Benzinga Pro's real-time news feed and live breaking news and squawk feature. You have congressional trading data to track trades being placed from members of Congress. TradingView's premium charting software. The Trade Ideas scanner to make sure you're always focused on the hottest stocks during the day. A simulator for ET&A that helps you trade, will let you trade stocks and options with fake money, both real-time data. If you're brand new to this, start off on the simulator so that you guys can practice implementing what you're learning. You got our own proprietary scanner that lets you create custom scans, dark pool data, unusual options activity, and options flow, a full trading performance journal, a social sentiment scanner, analyst ratings, a watch list every day published by the mods that tells you exactly what stocks we are focusing on and the exact game plan and how we plan on trading them. And of course, you get access to all of the courses. The courses are a simplified yet expanded upon version of what I learned working at the fund in New York. Beginner courses, advanced courses, options, swing trading, trader psychology, crypto, futures, you name it. We've got all of it. You get access to all of it for the $900. And then, of course, our video library, which has about 400 hours of workshops and webinars that we've conducted with members, but you guys can start attending these live once you become a full-time member. It's time you guys actually invested in something real. It's time you took a step and believed in yourself and invested in yourself and invested and believed that you can do this. Go to ttgoffer.com, enter the code TTG121. Click apply code, the price will drop to $900. After midnight tonight or the next 11 people join, the price will go back to $1,100. Again, I'll offer a double your money back guarantee because I see the results that members have, and we've only had to give a refund to roughly 2.83% of our members. 78% of our members renew their membership, and we are 5-star rated on Trustpilot with over 2,000 reviews. That's why I'm willing to offer you double your money back. Go through our courses, pass our quizzes, attend one study group, and if you are still unable to make the $900 membership fee back at least once during your membership, then at the end of your year membership, we will give you back $1,800. That is double what you're going to pay to join us here today. Get your butts in chat. There are tons of catalysts coming out. You thought today was crazy. It's only going to get even crazier. You're worried about today, then more the reason than anything else, you got to get your butts in chat. You got to get educated because this is nothing to worry about. This is something to be excited about because it spells opportunity. If you have questions, text us. If you are a previous trial, or previous member, and you want this deal, you have to text us. We can whitelist your email, 786-505-4049, right down there at the bottom of your screen. Again, ttgoffer.com, TTG121 coupon code. I'll see you all in chat tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I hope you found it helpful. I will see you all in chat tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.